Well, hello, friends and soul family. Beautiful rising, good afternoon, and or lovely evening to you wherever you are, depending on the location of your rotation. Thank you for stopping by my channel. This is the weekly review of our daily chakra energy readings, and this is week 20 review of 2023. So we are 20 weeks into this new year. Or, I don't even know if it's considered to be new anymore. We're almost halfway through it, just about. It's the middle of May, so yeah, time it's just been trucking right along. so so this is the week 20 review, and this is May 14th through the 20th of 2023. So all of my readings are intended to be timeless, meaning whenever you have found this video is when you are meant to hear the message. So if your guides have led you here, your spirit, your ancestors, your higher self, the divine, or even if someone has shared this video with you and you decided to watch it, then there's a message here for you. So let's get into these week 20 energies. So as I always say, I love the weekly reviews because we get to see the energy, all of the affirmations laid out for us, and get to see the color scheme of the week. And we just get to see it all. And so, um, I'm noticing, of course, like the yin energy. We have two yin cards out here. And then these cards have a very orangey, yellowy, sacrally, uh, solar plexusy feel to them. And so, just like looking at the color schemes from the week, I feel that there is, dark energy that is coming up to the surface, however that is. It could be your own shadows that you needed to deal with, or just a part of your healing that you haven't stepped into yet. And so, however that feels, or however that applies to you within your own journey, then you will know, because it is personal for each of us. So, just looking through that, and also, us getting in tune with our feminine energy. And so, however, that message resonates for you, that's how it is meant. So, we have, we only have 6 cards up here. Of course, we had 7 days. On Friday, which is this blank space right here, we had the new moon in Taurus. And so I read out of the moon energy book. So if you would like to see that video, then you can just check out the reading for that day. So this is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. So the 19th is the day of the new moon, and that is the day that, it's not here. So let's get into the energy from last Sunday. We had the second chakra, the sacral chakra, and Sunday the 14th, that was Mother's Day. So think back to what you were doing on Mother's Day, how you were feeling that day, etc., etc. We had this affirmation come through for us. Card number 36. It is easy for me to adapt to the flow and the rhythms of life, and this helps me to grow in a happy way. It is easy for me to adapt to the flow and the rhythms of life, and this helps me to grow in a happy way. So, think back to your own energy on Sunday. Were you in the flow? Were you happy? Were you feeling in the flow of things? Were you not feeling in the flow? Was this an affirmation that you needed for this day? Or did this affirmation apply to you another day? you know how that energy works for you. So on Monday, we had 3 cards come out. So we had one affirmation, so I'm going to read that affirmation. Secondary chakras, soles of the feet, card number 124. Securely and easily, I advance on my path in life. Securely and easily, I advance on my path in life. So this energy was guiding us to be easy and secure as we go through this life's journey, as we continue to go and grow on our journey through this life. So, along with that, we also had 2 energies for our auric fields. So, we had the auric field of the emotional body and the auric field of the spiritual body. So, I haven't really done a video on auras yet, but I will show you what it means when it's talking about the auric field of the emotional body and the auric field of the spiritual body. So, every single one of us, we all have auras around our body. So, let me read what the book says about the emotional body. It says, this part of the aura connects to the outside of the etheric body. This is where all types of emotional and instinctual energies are communicated, temporarily stored, and directed to the various areas of the body. And then we also have the spiritual body. This part of the aura connects to the outside of the mental body. This is where spiritual energies, as well as larger groups or extensive energies and information that are meaningful for many important plans, are communicated, temporarily stored, and organized. Through this auric field, individual human beings connect with the creative force and its helpers, such as angels or gods and goddesses. This is where the currents of spiritual energy are perceived and absorbed, and where the sense of unity with everything is experienced. So, for some of you, that might be good enough information. Like, okay, it connects with the mental body. Okay, it connects with that. But I also have this book for those of you who are visual. So, I also have this book, and this is about auras. And for those of you who are visual, this is how it is set up. So if you imagine the auric field as chakras outside of our body, then the red is the closest and the purple is the farthest out. So, and in this book, it actually has 7 layers: the etheric layer, emotional, mental, astral, spiritual, celestial, and casual. So, with this being the emotional and the spiritual, so the emotional would be the second layer. So this is like the layer 2 of our aura. And so it says the emotional layer is the part of the etheric layer and the lower astral layer, and is connected to our personal feelings and the sacral and solar plexus chakras. It extends 6 to 9 inches from the body. It's associated with feelings about the self and those desires that would master us if we didn't control them. All the chakras except the crown and root open onto this level, which carries our karma and our past life memories. It's commonly associated with the solar plexus chakra. So that's a little bit of a deeper dive on the emotional body. Now, the spiritual Now, the spiritual body here is showing up as level 5, as layer 5. And in this book, these cards, they are older, and so these ones only have 4 layers. So, within these cards, the 4th layer is the most outer layer. But within this book, the spiritual body is layer 5 of 7. So it says this layer extends about 2 to 3 feet from the physical body, and it relates to the interaction of the personality, the soul, and divine will. This level is associated with learning to trust, so it's the level we tune into when we like someone or dislike them, or when we feel that something is wrong. Our personality is the combination of all our life patterns, both those learned from experience and those inherited from our DNA and culture. This level reflects our everyday emotional and mental state. It is connected to the brow and sacral chakras as well as the throat chakra. So, just as a, like a visual, this is what the aura, the auric field looks like. So, the etheric body is the one that is closest to us, and it is the red layer, and then it goes outward from there. So, yeah. So I wanted to just give a, quick review on that. So, because that is one thing, because I know, like, for me to see it, it kind of resonates a little bit better. So I thought maybe if you see it, it resonates better. So whenever we have, the emotional and the spiritual body come up, as you saw, like the emotional body just has to deal with the sacral and solar plexus chakras, which have to do with our desires, the way that we see ourselves, our creativity, etc. And with the spiritual is exactly that, is how we spiritually, how we interact with the spiritual beings and energies around us. So yeah. So yeah, that's a little long-winded, but I feel like it's a good explanation for, what all those other energies. So on Tuesday, we had the secondary chakra yin energy come out, card number 84. I happily live within the regulating rhythm of the moon's forces. I happily live within the regulating rhythm of the moon's forces. So, think back to Tuesday or at some point during the week when you realize that you live within the moon's forces, that you notice when the moon is affecting you and how it's affecting you, and or just noticing the moon in general. And maybe went into read or watched a reading of the moon energies, and so just to see how they were, um, just to see how they apply to you. So however it applies, within your own journey, you will know. Next, on Wednesday, we had fourth chakra energy. So heart chakra, card number 55. I am increasingly learning how to lovingly laugh at myself. I am increasingly learning how to lovingly laugh at myself. So, yeah, life is not to be taken so seriously. It's not to be all about work, 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 work. Like, you gotta have some fun and you gotta have some laughter in there as well. And so, I feel with this energy, we were just being guided to be more silly, be able to laugh at ourselves and not take life so seriously all the time, because, laughter is the best medicine. It's not being so serious and stressed out. That's not going to bring you better health. But laughter and being light in your energy will. So think back to whatever day or however this energy applied to you this week, and see if you learn how to lovingly laugh at yourself. So, yeah. So Thursday, we had secondary chakras, elbows. Card number 105. I live each of my relationships as intensively as is good for me at the moment. I live each of my relationships as intensively as is good for me at the moment. So this energy or this affirmation is guided us to, be mindful of what energy or what relationships we're putting our energies into and when. So sometimes maybe there are people that don't need your energy at the moment, and so you shift your energy and put it elsewhere. I feel that this affirmation is coming out as a way for us to remind ourselves to do that and to be more mindful and conscious when we are doing it, so that it just helps us to learn and grow. So think back during the week and see when this energy applied to you. Again, like I always say, that any of these affirmations could apply to you at any time during the week. Multiples can apply to one day, or some can apply like to or they could not apply to the day that they were read on, but apply to a different day. There we go. So, and then Friday was the new moon energy. So if you want to check that one out, then you can go back and look at that one. And then on Saturday, we had secondary chakra yin energy again, card number 80. I make friends with my inner beloved. I make friends with my inner beloved. And so our inner beloved is our inner primal, divine, sensual, sexual being within all of us. So we are being guided to make friends with it. Last week, I think we had I make friends with my inner warrior, and now we're being guided to make friends with our inner beloved. So making friends with the inner part of ourselves that is just soft and beautiful and sexy and loving, and yeah, every single thing that we would imagine that divine part of us to be. So yeah, so that is the week 20 review. I hope that you all found something that you resonate with, and if you did, then please feel free to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below if you so choose. And as I say, if you would like to go back to the reading and hear more information or hear the meaning of each card, then please feel free to do so. So this was the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th is the new moon, and 20th is Saturday. So thank you all so much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.